Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. If nothing in the reading resonates for you, please check your other placements. You may find a message within those. As always, if you do like the message, please like and subscribe. Hi, this is a collective finance reading for the sign of Pisces. It is a collective reading, so it will not resonate with everybody. Please only take what resonates and leave what does not. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so this is just a message from Spirit about the current financial situation that the collective of Pisces may find themselves in. If you do want proper financial advice, please go and seek that from a qualified professional. Okay, let's get into it. Spirit, can we get some cards for Pisces, please, on what their current financial situation is that you want us to look at? One more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. So, the overall energy then. So what's been going on for you? We've got this Ten of Pentacles. Now, that's in the upright. So it is suggesting that maybe you've, in the past, it could be the recent past, it could be the distant past, you may have had a bit of an inheritance, or you may have had a lump sum of money come to you. Could have been a win-in, some sort of payout potentially. And it's suggesting that you've been using it wisely. So you've had a large sum of money come to you. Like I say, could be an inheritance, but just a large sum. And you've been being very cautious with how you use it. You've been using it quite wisely. Now, in your current position, we have this World card, and that is in the reverse at the moment. So currently, you're not particularly being very productive. You're also not really saving or investing. So potentially where you've had that Ten of Pentacles, you've not really been doing anything else because you've been using that to get by on a daily basis potentially. So you've not really been doing anything to increase your funds. You've not really been working. If you have been working, you're not really doing anything particularly productive, and it's not really earning you much money. You're not increasing your money, and you're not in saving and saving on that. Now, to clarify that, we've got this Wheel of Fortune, and we also have a Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So that Wheel of Fortune then is suggesting that you've potentially spread some investments as well. So maybe that's why you're not really working as such, because you don't necessarily need to, because you've got your investments spread out. However, it could be that those investments that are spread out might not actually be making you much money because of how they've been spread. Because something you're not really getting much from it as such. Now, this Two of Pentacles is suggesting that you may be getting yourself into some debts that are difficult to avoid, or that might even be difficult to pay back. So currently you might have took out a loan, you might have made a big purchase, and you've got a bit of a big spend that you might be struggling on how to pay back, because it might be taking so much of that money that you've been spending really wisely, or it might drain the rest of your funds possibly. So you might struggle with future finances, or making money and what you've got coming up. Now, in your blockage, we've got this Nine of Cups in the reverse then. So that Nine of Cups is saying that at the moment that you're not going to have much of a payoff, that you're not working hard, and you've got no sort of income at the moment. So potentially you need to maybe start working harder, possibly get a job if you haven't got one, and start getting some other sources of income coming in, because your inheritance may be dwindling, especially with this large debt that you've got to pay. Now we've got a Tower in the reverse to clarify that. We've also got a Justice card in the upright and a Five of Cups in the upright as well. So that Tower card then is suggesting that a potential investment, or your investments over here, weren't really supported by, they weren't necessarily solid investments. So that could be why you've not really been getting much money from them. So you need to potentially look at the investments that you've already made, because they've not, maybe you lost money on them. It could be that you may have put a big chunk of your inheritance thinking that you were going to be really savvy and put it in some like big investment accounts, maybe stocks and shares, but then the prices have plummeted and you've lost money on them. But yeah, this is suggesting that where you've spread your investments, some of them aren't particularly stable. So you could be losing money, or they could be extremely volatile, which is contributing to this possible not paying off for you. This Justice card then is also suggesting that certain opportunities are too risky. Again, I'm assuming that this is to do with these investments, and that you need to make sure that when you're doing it, you are catering for the potential outcomes from it. Maybe you need to do some calculations on whether or not it's feasible to invest, whether or not you can afford. What happens if you lose that money, and it's just suggesting that you look quite closely at investments. So maybe you potentially haven't been in the past. This Five of Cups then is also telling you that you might be feeling a bit stuck at the moment as well, and that you feel like you're not getting where you need to. You're not kind of achieving your goals. You're just stuck. You know that eventually it will pass, but you are in that stuck period at the moment, and that is causing you some financial blockage issues. So it could be very well that you may have just started a new job, so you know that something's going to improve later on, but you've got to maybe get a month and a half. For some places like you to work a month in hand before they pay you. So, you might have to work 2 months before you get some income coming in potentially. Now, in your core beliefs with regards to money, you've got this Eight of Swords. Now, this is contributing to that blockage slightly. It is telling you that you do examine where your funds go to. You do look at what you spend out the most, and you do look at how you can free money up and how you can cut down on it. Again, with that Ten of Pentacles there, with that inheritance, spending it wisely, or that lump sum, whatever it is that you've been relying on, you're aware of how to thrift and how to save and how to cut down on money, because that is something that is a core belief. It might be, though, that what you have been doing is because where you've been freeing it up, you might have been putting them into investments that are a little bit risky, hoping that they will pay off for you. And potentially that's where they could be going to. So we've got an Eight of Pentacles in a challenge position to clarify that. Can we get one more card, please, Spirit? And we've got an Ace of Swords then to clarify that Eight of Swords. There's that Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Sorry, sometimes this camera doesn't really focus. So yeah, that Eight of Pentacles then is saying that you struggle with being recognised for your efforts. So where you may be really trying to be frugal and to kind of manage your money that you've got coming in, people don't really recognise that. So if you're in a relationship, they're not really recognised, you might not be being recognised for putting in all that hard work to save the money, and to try and keep your money stretched to go as far as you possibly can. So that could be causing you some issues up here as well, because people are just going, no, we need to invest it, and they're not really looking into the details. Again, that could be something to do with this Two of Pentacles up there in the reverse as well, because you know, somebody else might be trying to invest your money on your behalf potentially, or spend it, and it's just causing a few issues because they're not recognizing the hard work that you potentially putting in. It is a challenge for you that you are trying to come to terms with. It's part of your core belief that, you know, that you should be recognized, but it is quite challenging for you. This Ace of Swords then is also suggesting that you are fully aware that you can have success, but you need to make sure that you're choosing the right path and the right people to invest with potentially. So it could very well be that you may not have been doing that in the past, but you know you need to. And you might not have been because people are not giving you the recognition you need where you've done all the research. So you might be thinking, what's the point? I'll just go for whatever, because you're not being recognised for the hard work that you do put in. Now, what you can do to improve the situation, we do have this Eight of Wands. Now, that is currently in a challenge position as well. So the Eight of Wands is saying that, again, inheritance that might be coming your way and is unexpected could be a challenge for you. So you may not have had this then yet. You might just not have great finances at the start of here. Either that, or you've got some more coming in, an inheritance or a payout, maybe a win on something. You've got some more money coming in that you're going to find challenging, or like I say, it was challenging to start with, but you were spending it wisely is what it's saying. So let's get some clarification on this Eight of Wands. If it gives me a Ten of Pentacles, then you haven't had this Ten of Pentacles yet, or it is just a challenge itself. So we've got an Eight of Swords in the reverse. Get one more card, please, Spirit. And we've got a Three of Cups in the reverse as well. So that Eight of Swords then is suggesting that you're not really looking at where you can free funds up. So you might need to examine where it is that funds can be freed up if they are quite tight. Obviously, if you do have a good chunk of inheritance, you might feel that you don't need to necessarily free up that money. But this is asking you to free that up. It's also suggesting that you don't share all of that money very much as well. When it's in the upright, this is telling you to share your wealth with people. When it's in reverse, it's telling you not to. So potentially, if you've got people trying to influence where you are spending money, this is telling you to ignore them. You know, don't necessarily share it with other people. Maybe that's something you've been doing in the past and it's getting you into a bit of debt. This is telling you not to do that. If you manage to do all of that, so if you manage to examine up your funds and free some cash up, and you don't share whatever payout you're getting, we get this Ace of Pentacles. And now that is in a challenge. So that is your outcome. So your Ace of Pentacles then is going to be your outcome. Now you're going to find that a bit of a challenge as well. It is a new opportunity, possibly from some sort of new job. It could be a pay rise. It could be a promotion. You could be setting up a business yourself, but you are going to find it a bit of a challenge to get that opportunity. I mean, that could be very much because of the way that the markets are at the moment. And let's face it, no employer wants to give a pay rise. No employer wants to seem to take people on. So it's like the employment market is just kind of hit a standstill. And if you haven't got the finances to set up a new business for yourself, you might be feeling a bit stuck and challenged on that as well. Potentially that's why you don't give it to other people, because you need it for yourself. Okay, so that Ace of Pentacles then is currently being clarified by an Eight of Cups. Let's get some more. And a Five of Swords. So that Eight of Cups is suggesting that you actually look at your investments and you potentially put money into a high interest savings account, so that you can earn some money on it. So this lump sum, if you've not had it yet, put it into a high interest savings account potentially, so that you've got some income coming off of it. Now, I'm not saying what type of savings account, which one, or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. That is completely your choice. It's just suggesting that you put it in some high kind of interest earning account. Yeah, and this Five of Swords then is again telling you not to let other people influence your spending. So whatever this particular Ace of Pentacles is that you're finding a bit of challenge, it is telling you to, you know, invest into an account for yourself. So potentially this money, don't let other people influence how you spend it. Don't spend it on other people. Make sure that you're investing it into something that is going to earn you money. Now, potentially, if you were struggling with a job, maybe you want to look at potentially splitting it out, setting up your own business so that you've got a new start as a sort of income. But that's only if that's something that you would be interested in. But it is suggesting that you do put it in a high interest savings account. I'm assuming that that is in case, you know, it's going to be a challenge for you to get some other income for the time being. So that's probably to help ease that kind of waiting period if it is something where you are trying to get a job and it is being a bit of a struggle, or if you're trying to get a promotion or a pay rise, you know, something that can high interest that you might be getting monthly off an account might help a little bit with that. Now let's get you a Angel of Abundance Oracle card. See if there's any more messages that Spirit would like to give Pisces. Oh, so we've got two. We have got partnership and release resentments about money. So partnership then allow healthful, I don't know what healthful is, I think it's supposed to be helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed success and resources. And then release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances pushes your abundance away. Instead, see your money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Okay, so I hope that has given you some idea of what's coming up, Pisces. Good luck with your finances, and thank you for joining me.
If you liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you get notifications when I post any more. Thank you.